Hi, welcome to your mat. We're going to do about a 35-minute practice here. We're going to work towards upper body strengthening and getting into our handstand at the wall, just for fun. All right, so let's get started on the knees in hero's pose. We're going to tuck the toes, hips to heels, and then just start to massage out the forearms. Since we're going to be focusing a lot on upper body, preparing core, preparing arms and wrists to hold this up, switch sides if you haven't already. It's going to be really important to warm up the body here. Roll out the wrists on each side, and then you're going to do open and close, open, close. Good, push the arms away. Round through the back, chin to chest. And then inhale, elbows back, chest forward. Push away, round the back, chin to chest. And then elbows back, chest forward. One more time. Good, relax, come off the toes. Tap out the feet. Come back to sit on the heels. Interlace your hands and just roll out the wrists. Good, really nice. Come into a tabletop position. And begin moving through your cat-cows, following the spine. With each breath, inhales, drop the belly down. And exhales, round the back. And then wiggle out the hips, left to right. And then come to neutral. Walk down to your forearms. Step back to a plank. And then knee taps down to your mat for 8, 7, 6. Feel the core fire. Feel your glutes fire. 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Hold. Feel a long line of energy out from the crown of your head, through your body, out the heels. Hold, breathe. And then walk up to your hands. Exhale your hips back, downward dog. Good, pedal out the feet. Wake up your body. All right, step your right foot forward, left foot follows. Lengthen your spine. Fold. Chair pose. And then exhale, take your hands behind the back. Interlace fingers, stretch the arms away. Sink deeper into your feet. Feel the knees draw together. Feel the chest open. Feel it lift. And then release, reach and rise. Exhale, fold. Lengthen your spine. Plant your hands, step your left foot back. Step your right foot back, chaturanga. Into your back bend. Hips back, downward dog. Good. Glide forward to your plank. Lift up your right leg and step over to the left. We'll free up the right hand for now. Mini wild thing. You're going to come halfway and then come back to your plank and bring that right leg under the body. Good. Return to plank pose. Lower the knees. Take a child's. Good. Relax the wrist. Bend the elbows. Bring the hands together. Walk your hands to the upper back. Now bring yourself forward into a tabletop. Tuck the toes, plank. Now let's do the left side. Lift up, step over. Just free up the left arm, straight up to the ceiling. And then come back, plank, in through, left leg under. Good, return to your plank pose. This time, downward dog. Take your right leg up high, and then exhale, knee to nose. Feel your weight shift forward into the hands. Inhale, reach that right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, push the floor away. Good, one more time. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose, push the floor away. Stretch it up, and then step that foot outside of your wrist. Open up to a twist. And then exhale, right hand down, chaturanga the arms. Push back up, send your right leg high. Glide forward to a three-legged plank. Step over wild thing. Come back, right leg under the body. This time add chaturanga. Push back up, sweep right leg high. Lower right leg down, take a child's pose. Bring your arms alongside your body. Relax your head down to the floor. All right, reach the arms forward, pull yourself forward. Plank pose. Left side, lift up three-legged. Step over wild thing. Bring yourself back, left leg under. Chaturanga the arms. Push back up, sweep left leg high, knee to nose. Inhale. Really find that cat back exhale. Pull belly button to spine one more time. Good. And then step that left foot outside of the wrist. Open to a twist. Take your left hand down. Step back. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Into your back bend. Hips back. Downward dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Lengthen your spine. And fold. Chair pose. Good. Sink a little deeper. Rip your mat apart. Inhale, rise up, little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's roll out the wrists each direction. Let's come into a forward fold here. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Take your hands, slide them underneath your feet. Bring your toes to the creases of your wrist. And just trust yourself to drop the head. Good, really nice. Take your hands out, lengthen your spine, forward fold. Come all the way up, hands to your heart. Awesome. Step your right foot forward, high lunge. Exhale, left hand down, twisted lunge. Right hand down, step back plank. Chaturanga, push back up, high plank. This time, both hands stay on the floor, lift your right leg, step over your left, chaturanga arms. Take that right leg, bring it all the way under the body, chaturanga. Back up. And then sweep that right leg high. And then exhale, step it halfway up the mat, chaturanga arms. And then sweep that leg high. Good. Lower that right leg down. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, walk down to the elbows. Good. Hold it here. Hold it here. Feel all those muscles hug the spine. Walk up to your hands. Exhale, take the hips back, downward dog. Hands back to your feet. Walk at the back of your mat. Lengthen your spine. Forward fold. All the way up. Hands to your heart. Left foot steps forward, high lunge. Right hand comes down, low twisted lunge. Left hand comes down, plank pose. Chaturanga. Push back up. Left leg lifts. Both hands stay on the floor this time. We twist. Chaturanga. We come under the body. Chaturanga. And then we lift that left leg. Step it forward. Halfway up your mat, chaturanga arms. And then sweep that left leg up high. And then exhale, lower it down. Walk to your forearms, dolphin dog. And then shorten out your dolphin dog. Feel yourself push into the forearms. Feel yourself work here. And then walk back out to your high plank or to your forearm plank. Good, now walk back out to your forearm plank. We're gonna do that one more time. If headstand is in your practice, you're ready to hold yourself up, consider just taking that journey as you walk your feet up, coming into your headstand. Then you'll slowly lower the legs down. Walk yourself back. Come into your dolphin dog. And then let's all press up, downward facing dog. And then walk feet to hands at the top of the mat. Lengthen the spine. Forward fold. Let it go. Reach for opposite elbows. And then slowly release and ragdoll yourself all the way up to stand, head last. Roll out the shoulders. All right, safe to say upper body is warmed up. So now let's focus on what else we're gonna need to come up to the wall. So let's meet in downward facing dog. I'm gonna lift the right leg up high, knee to nose. Right leg up, knee to elbow. Right leg up, knee to wrist. Right leg up, exhale, float it forward, place it down lightly, and rise up, high lunge. Good. From here, take an inhale, reach your body forward, warrior three, keep a bent right leg. Reach. Strong through that right leg, bend a little bit deeper, keep that left leg elevated, and then lower it down, high lunge, deliver yourself with grace. And then take your hands down to the mat, step back, plank pose, chaturanga, back bend, we meet in downward dog. Left leg will lift, knee comes to nose. Lift, left elbow. Lift, left wrist. Lift, float it forward, push the floor away, land gently, and then inhale, rise all the way up. Bent leg, warrior three, coming forward, lifting up that right leg this time. Beautiful, bend a little deeper, and then deliver your right toes back, land lightly, high lunge. Exhale your hands down, step back, move through a vinyasa, or go ahead and skip it. Meet you in downward dog. I'm gonna hold it here a few breaths. Take 3 of them in and out through the nose. Can you push the floor away with the hands strong through the arms? Rise high to your toes and then walk halfway up your mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, reach high. Exhale to your heart. Beautiful. Let's step to the top of the mat. Chair pose, reach the arms. Exhale, arms back, forward fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Chair. Stay. Good. Rise up, hands to heart. Really nice, yogis. All right. Step your left foot back, high lunge. Take one more breath here. Bring your hands down to the mat, standing splits. Walk your hands in line with those toes. Lift right leg or left leg rather a little bit higher. And then a little curtsy lunge. Land that left foot behind your right. Push down into the floor. Rise all the way up. And then side bend to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hinge forward. Take that left leg back in alignment and then lower it down. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step your right leg back. Lift your arms up, high lunge, 3 breaths. Standing splits at the top of your mat. And then deliver with grace, curtsy lunge. Push into the floor, rise all the way straight up, and then side bend to the left. Come back to center, hinge forward. Reach right leg up, and then exhale, return forward fold. Come up, stand up, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, take the hands down, step your feet back, lower chaturanga. Into your back bend. Hips back, downward dog. Take your right leg up high. Bring your knee to your nose. Inhale up high. Right elbow. Reach high. Right wrist. Reach up. Keep it here. Glide forward. 3-legged plank. Keep hands down. Step over left leg. Chaturanga. Push back up. 3-legged plank under the body. Chaturanga. And then inhale, sweep that right leg. Exhale, land, high lunge, nice and light. Warrior 3. Bend your right knee. Deliver yourself with grace. Reach up. Exhale, standing splits at the top of your mat. Land in your curtsy lunge. Press down, strong legs, rise up. Side bend to the right. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands down, step back, lower chaturanga. Into your back bend. Hips back, downward dog. Left leg lifts. Knee to nose. Lift it high. Left elbow. Lift it high. Left wrist. Reach it up. Glide forward, 3-legged plank. Keep both hands down. Step your foot, chaturanga. Take that left leg under, chaturanga, reach up, high lunge. Once you land, warrior three, bent leg variation. Bend a little deeper. Deliver yourself back, high lunge. Good, standing splits. Curtsy lunge, right foot lands. Inhale, rise up, side bend. Come all the way back up, hinge forward, hands down. And then return to your fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, lower down, chaturanga. Good job. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Great work. Lower the knees down. Take a child's pose. Really nice. Come up, tabletop. And then let's just find a seat. Open up the legs as wide as your mat. Roll out your wrists. All right, safe to say we are warm. Core is warm. It's going to be able to support us. The prop you'll need, of course, for this class, if handstand is not already in your practice, is a wall. So just make sure you have one nearby. Forward fold right down center here. And try to walk your hands far beyond your feet if you can, hinging at the hips. Bringing our belly and our thighs closer together, even in this wide-legged position. Good, and then walk your hands back. Take your feet together, knees wide. Baddha Konasana, lift up the chest. A little cow pose. Exhale, round your back. Pubic bone towards your forehead. Inhale, lift up the chest. Pubic bone down towards the floor. Beautiful. Bring your knees together. Give yourself a hug. All right. Let's play. Okay. So coming into your handstand at the wall, you're welcome to drag your mat all the way up to the wall, depending on the type of surface you have. So let's take a second here to do that. All right. And when you come to the wall here, the idea is we're not putting any limbs through the wall. So we want to have that control in the body, just like we were doing through our plank poses and our downward dogs and our leg lifts and all of that beautiful core work we were doing. Now we want to bring that here to the wall. So when you come down, you're going to take a step and you're going to bring yourself so that when you hinge forward, the crown of your head is at the wall. All right, I'll show you on this wall. So as you hinge forward, you take the crown of your head like so to the wall and then place your hands down. Now that's a pretty good sweet spot, okay, for alignment. So once you have that, we're going to take a downward dog. Now from your downward dog, I'm going to give you both views. So the view where we are now, and then I'll come to a side view. So where we are now, we want to take our dominant leg, and we want to reach it up and then use the other leg to push us away from the floor. Now we don't want to put our head into the mat, or sorry, into the wall. What we want to do is we want to keep our gaze between the hands and then try to find your center of gravity. All right, so let me show you from this wall here. So I find my alignment, hinge at the hips, bring the crown of the head to the wall, place the hands down. Okay, downward facing dog. Choose which leg you would like to be your lever away from the floor. Okay, and then the other leg is just going to be your guide. It's going to eventually touch the wall. And then your gaze is between the hands, no head, no limbs on the wall. We're pushing into the floor and trying to find that center of gravity, feeling that belly button draw into the spine, into the core, into the center of the body. There's a lot that has to come into play here when we come into our handstand practice. So if you're not feeling overly confident or comfortable, by all means, please, you know, stop playing here now. And you can also come into a headstand. So when it comes to headstand, we want to create a triangular base. Okay. Want to create that triangular base. Your elbows are in line with your shoulders. Really important here because that's a safe distance for your shoulder girdle. You're able to support yourself here, and you're going to essentially make a tripod, tucking one of your pinky fingers under. And then when you bring that down to the floor, you're going to have a nice solid base. Okay. So what we do here for alignment is our knuckles are pretty much aligned with the wall. And then once we clasp our fingers together, they just come off the wall that distance. You're going to push down into your forearms, into the ulnar bone. And then you're going to bring the crown of your head down to the mat. Walk your feet in, maybe come into a tuck. And then here you can play with finding where the wall is with your toes. I wouldn't suggest with your hips because we are about a foot's distance from the wall. And then just play with your core strength here. Maybe a tuck position. Maybe you come into Baddha Konasana, but upside down. Maybe wide legs, trying to find your center, throwing yourself off center in order to find that. Maybe you take your legs straight up to the sky and then find your alignment here, knowing the whole time that the wall is just one bend of the knee away, right? Great for core strength and also really great for those working towards handstand, being able to play upside down in your headstand is going to give you a lot of strength because the majority of the weight here is in our arms, not in our head, even though it's called headstand. So we have about 90%, or at least that's what we're aiming towards. 90% of the weight is in our arms. That's a lot of pressure for our vertebrae in the neck. So being really mindful coming into this posture as well. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed practice today and this fun little play time. Feel free to continue playing on your mat. You can pause this video and then resume when you're ready to cool down. And I would recommend cooling down because, we've worked a lot of those key muscles that strengthen and stabilize our bodies. So if you're not done playing yet, pause. If you're ready to wrap up, we're going to lower down onto the back. Take the arms into a cactus position. And then heel toe, your feet wider than your hips for Ardha Shavasana legs. And then for 5 breaths, you're just going to let your body surrender to the floor. After your 5th breath, heel toe your feet together. Move your hips over to the right. Bring your knees in alignment with your hips and twist to the left. Ideally, we want to keep our right shoulder down, maybe even look to the right. Gently unravel. Take your right foot down first. Bring your pelvis back to center gently, slowly. Feet back to neutral. Hips to neutral, move them to the left. Pick up your feet, align knees with hips, and twist to the right. Return to center. Bring your legs up to the sky, legs up the wall, and then take your hands below your heart. Bend your knees, one foot down at a time. Any final movements you need here, go ahead and take them now. And then bring yourself either into Shavasana or Ardha Shavasana with your knees bent, lying down flat on your back. Once you've decided on your resting posture, feel your body become heavy and give all of its weight to the earth. You did really great, amazing, hard work. You really worked your body. Whatever happened today, send it thanks. Send yourself gratitude and thanks for listening to yourself and to your body, knowing when to dial up the intensity or when to scale back. We're all meeting ourselves at different places on the mat, even though we're here practicing together. Be kind to yourself. Know that this is a practice. And with practice comes progress. Taking 5 more breaths here. Take your feet flat to the floor. One hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Take a final breath in and out, sealing your practice. Reach your left arm overhead, roll to your left side. Press yourself up with your right hand. Find a seated position. Let's take one final breath together. Nice big inhale as you reach up to gather energy. Exhale as you pull it to your heart. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. Be well. Go in peace. Namaste. Thanks, yogis. If you have any questions about today's practice, or if you would like to follow up with me about today's practice and how your body felt, where you felt challenged, what you were able to achieve in your practice today, I would love to hear from you. You know how to get in touch with me, so reach out in the ways that you know how, and I will see you all again soon.